Lester sets. Here's the 0-1. The throw will go to third, and he nails him at third. Great. Here's Ben Zobrist now, and he'll step in to start things out against Chris Sale. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Chris Bryant. No score here as we play inning number 2. Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Behind a changeup, if you can imagine, for a strike.
You know, he's had a very economical start out there. Got through the first inning on just 9 pitches, and he's got a chance to keep it in single digits again here in the second.
Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Murphy ranging into shallow right. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Striding in for Boston, Steve Pearce, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. No balls and 1 strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2. Still 1-2. Here's another 1-2. And another foul ball. Bottom of the second here with no score. Here he comes again, 1-2. Hot shot on the ground to short. Baez fields it cleanly, and there are 2 away now. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. His past history against John Lester, he has an even 10 hits in 37 tries. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. And Rizzo able to make the catch in the... Stepping up now, Wilson Contreras, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Hit out toward second. And that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies. The next Cub up, Jason Hayward. First pitch of the at-bat. On the ground for Kinsler. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and a big ground ball there as they turn the double play on Hayward. Into the box, Albert Almora. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself. So striding in, Eduardo Nunez as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Now a check swing on the pitch inside, but he definitely broke the plane, and that's the first strike. Fouled off. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tried to get him with the cutter, but it's a full count, 3-2.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Eduardo Nunez is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the third. 0-1 the count. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Almora, the range to his left and put it away. 2 down. Next up for the Red Sox, Jackie Bradley Jr. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets the count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
The 2-1 home. A little bouncer. The 2-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Moving under it, Zobrist. And that's the 3rd out. Coming to the plate now, Daniel Murphy. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
Even on 0-2, a dangerous count for Daniel Murphy. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
A bouncer up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. So the 4th inning opens with a leadoff single. Here's Javier Baez. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Squared that one up just a little late. Here comes the 1-2 from Sale. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Bradley is there. Makes the play, 1 away. Stepping in, Anthony Rizzo. He flew out in his last at-bat. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1. And a fastball flew it right by him, and they're 2 down. So here's the cleanup hitter, Ben Zobrist. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. Zobrist, or Zorilla, as he's sometimes called. He was taken in the 6th round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Here's Mookie Betts.
Leading up the 4th for the Red Sox, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame. Stepping up to the plate, Andrew Benintendi. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here comes the first pitch. And it's fouled away. A 1 pitch on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hayward has a read on it. 1 out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Here's J.D. Martinez looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Runners off for second. Fouled away. Lester's 2-0 home. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Bryant might try to make a play on it. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
Runner going a second time. And he fouls this one off. Betts stands at first with 1 out. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-y-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at-bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
Oh, but he thought better of it as he aborted the steal attempt and headed back to first. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. In there. Now the throw.
He's safe.
So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Xander Bogart. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Well, they miss with the first one, but then they decide, let's go ahead and put him aboard here. And they'll do just that as you see the signal from the dugout.
First baseman, Steve.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
He got him. And exhale as he's out of the jam and the inning is over. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Bryant. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
And the 2-1. A swing and a miss at one that almost hit him.
Classic case right there of an off-speed pitch, and that hitter's eyes lit up and that front shoulder went flying. He's got to find a way to keep that thing tucked and play with the big part of the field.
Popped him up. Pierce onto the grass. He's there, but oh, he missed it. The throw into second, and he's safe. At the plate, Kyle Schwarber was a strikeout victim in his first try. First offering on its way. And this one's in the dirt. And no advance. It's ball 1. 1-1 to Schwarber. A ball and 2 strikes.
1-2.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt hit.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But a foul ball here. 0-1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. A ball and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. So striding forward now, Jason Hayward. And the runner's coming home. And the squeeze is on here, and he gets it down. And they can't even get one on the play as the squeeze works to perfection that time. Striding in, Albert Almora. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. No balls and a strike to count. 1-1. Schwarber over at second. Hayward at first, 1 gone. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He'll go to the bag for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. He popped out in his first trip. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ian Kinsler.
Fouled off. Oh, 2 now from Lester. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away. Striding into the box, Eduardo Nunez. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Weak grounder back to the mound. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone in the home 5th. Digging in now, Christian Vasquez. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first. Here's Daniel Murphy now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sliders in for a strike.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame. Here's Javier Baez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a foul tip held on to here at strike 1.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heat.
1-1.
And he misses with it. 1-1. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Really tied him up on that one.
Yeah, clearly didn't recognize where that was going to end up, Matt. If I were pitching, I might go right back in there.
He'll try again, 1-2. Oh, he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ballgame. Here's Jackie Bradley now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sliced hard on the ground. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. Here's Mookie Betts. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. Steve Cishek takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In the dirt here. And not what they were hoping for, as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position. Bradley stands at second with no outs. 2-1 now to the Boston leadoff hitter. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Andrew Benintendi will be next. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. He's set. Here it comes. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. The 2-2 one more time. Is laid off and the count runs full.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with a full count.
It's through. Let's see if they send him around to try to score. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out. At the plate now is the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Carl Edwards Jr. is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop up, strikeout. Something to get you back in this inning.
Count is 1-2 now. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Not on that one as it's fouled away, and the count holds at 1-2. 1-2. Here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. He's set and the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This is foul for the first strike.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
So 1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Ready once again, Steve Pearce. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. Mitch Moreland called on as a pinch hitter here in a big, big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. Justin Wilson answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2.
Hey, this is a huge pitch right here. It would be demoralizing to watch this inning slip away.
Moreland is a highly regarded defender, especially as corner infielders go. Some guys at first. And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Here's Ben Zobrist now. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Left fielder, Ben Zobrist.
Swinging a soft liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So it's an inning-opening single to kick off their half of the 7th. Here's Chris Bryant now. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Chris Bryant.
Ian Happ will come on now and pinch run here.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
And he'll be back in standing up. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. On the ground to short. Could this be 2? Kinsler for 1. Back to first, and he throws it away. Striding in once again, Kyle Schwarber, trying to add some padding to their lead in the form of that run standing out there at second base. 0-1, here it comes. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. Bryant stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. He squares, and it's in the air. That lands foul, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out of the inning. And a fastball just a bit high. There's that slider, truly in an unhittable spot. It's 1-1. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. Here's Jason Hayward now. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
All even now, 2-2. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he's got another one here. 12 punch out. Into the box now, Ian Kinsler. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra.
First pitch on its way. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Love that pitch. As long as you actually get it inside, like he did right there, the cutter inside is a very effective pitch.
And that slider's almost in the dirt.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Ian Kinsler is retired for the 1st out in the bottom half of the 7th inning. And there's out number 2. Digging in once again, Christian Vasquez. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. The 0-1 delivery. Missed with a slider. Two out, nobody on. Here's a high pop-up. And that will conclude matters. And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
Good breaking ball right there. Good hard slider. The count now 0-2. He's getting deep into the outing, but his slider is still staying sharp. He doesn't look at all like he's starting to tire. He looks as good now as he did early on in the game.
Got him. as he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. Lifted the other way out to left center.
Giving chase is Benintendi.
But he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And he's able to get back in there at first safely. So in now for Chicago, Javier Baez. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Joe Kelly enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with one out in the inning. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And that one just missed outside.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
The 3-2 pitch. Drilled to first. And there's his first base hit in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Lifetime versus Joe Kelly. He's got 3 base hits in 20 at-bats. The 0-1. And this will be fouled away. Murphy at second. Baez is over at first with one away.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
And now he'll bluff a move back to second base just to make sure the runner wasn't getting any ideas out there. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. 1-0 pitch on the way. Bouncer to the left side. Scooped up on the backhand. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a... Here's Jackie Bradley now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. But it bends just foul into the second deck. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. Here's Mookie Betts. Lifetime numbers against Justin Wilson. He's 0 for 4. Jesse Chavez answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without it. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Line hard, but foul. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. At the plate, Andrew Benintendi. First 2 men in the inning of both gone. So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. And this is low, ball 1. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the... Settling in now, Chris Bryant. An error allowed him to reach base in his last appearance. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. And he looks at a curveball that falls in 1-1. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. 3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Cubs right now, they're looking for base runners. Hey, they'd love to get a leadoff walk.
Full count, 3-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the 9th. From the stretch. Pulled toward right center field. Bradley arranged to his left and put it away. 2 down. So stepping in, Wilson Contreras, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. This is skied out toward right. Betts has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Here's J.D. Martinez. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Pedro Strop comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. First pitch on its way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. His career line against Pedro Strop, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now. Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Bases are empty. 1 man out. This is skied into short left center. Baez is there, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out. Into the box now, Mitch Moreland. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. Barring any late turnaround, the win would belong to John Lester. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. 3 balls and a strike to count to Moreland.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a 1-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. Last strike now for the Red Sox. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Almora going back to the track, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. So striding in, Ian Kinsler, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Moreland stands at second with 2 gone. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. And he is in there at third as the possible tying run. 1 strike from a shutout. Here it comes. This one misses, and that'll kill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. He loses him on ball 4. Standing in, Eduardo Nunez. Tying run at third, winning run at first. So a ball into the gap might be able to end it. Rafael Devers will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Rafael Devers.
Just a bit jumpy that time, swung on and missed. He's the last chance with the tying and winning runs on base and 2 men gone here in the ninth. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1 and 2. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
And now he'll step off quickly and look the runner back. 2 big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. And he struck him out, and the ball game is over as they get the possible tying run over to third, but can't get him across. And fellas, the outing turned in by the man you see there certainly can't go unrecognized. Jon Lester. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he pitched really well. He wasn't necessarily dominant, but turned in a good, solid effort and definitely was a factor in the win here.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 1 run, 5 hits. No errors. Left 7 men on base. For the Red Sox, no runs, 4 hits, 2 errors. They left 8 men on base. The winning pitcher is Jon Lester. Credit to say to Pedro Strode. Loss goes to Chris Sale. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Fenway Park, 36,298. We'd like to thank the Red Sox Nation for their continuing support and remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.